we are already having an anticipatory bail, because of which the police, if they arrest me, they will have to release me on bail. But today the matter was finally argued by both the sides. The case of the prosecution is that despite the investigation which they have done over a period of say since the incident happened, the investigation reveals that the Panchayat, according to them, has given a trade license, and that trade license was having a lot of procedural issues or procedural errors, and therefore they say that the Sarpanch should be arrested. Now we have pointed out to the court that it's a decision of the Panchayat, which is a collective body. The Sarpanch is only the head of the body. So you just can't go for the Sarpanch because it's a collective decision of the entire Panchayat, and they decide to take a call whether a license should be granted or not. By granting a trade license, all that the Panchayat says is that we have no objection if you have your trade in our Panchayat, provided you pay us our license fees. Now that ipso facto does not mean that that person who gets a trade license can start his business straight away. He has to go and thereafter collect a host of other permissions, such as a fire permission, water permission, electricity permission, health permission, blah blah blah. Now all these permissions if he has not collected, then what were these departments doing? They have not stopped it. They have not acted upon. And in any case, you look at it from the point of view that take the worst possible hypothesis against my clients. At the highest, if they have defaulted in giving this permission, what does it mean? It only means that there has been a procedural lapse in giving of this permission. Now a procedural of lapse does not necessarily mean that it is a culpable homicide amounting to murder. The section which they are charging me with, there has to be, as I said earlier, a direct nexus between my act and the incident of fire. This act of mine has happened in 2023, 2 years down the line. Fire happens there on account of some negligence by the person who lights the fireworks there. That has got nothing to do with the permission for a trade. So therefore that has been our submission. The court perhaps is now going to fix it for orders, and I can't tell you when that date would be. Because the matter is still going on now. The prosecution is still sort of rejoining on certain arguments made by us. Would you want anything else on this?
Sir, the बाकीचे department जे असतात त्यांच्याने जे आपल्यापर्यंत ऍक्शन घेऊन तो डायरेक्टली ब्लेम ऑन द अदर डिपार्टमेंट्स.
Good question. In fact, सगळे डिपार्टमेंट किती असं सांग एकदा ट्रेजेडी जातात. If you go and find out, every department has to be blamed. If the club was operating from 2023, what was the fire department doing? They also know that it was operating. The police also knows that they were operating. In fact, a fire took place at 1 o'clock in the night. And in Goa, we all know that you can't play music beyond 10 o'clock. So what were the police doing? After 10 o'clock, if the police had to stop, the fire would not happen. What was the health department doing if they didn't have health license also? So you just can't pick and choose and single out one political head because of some political reasons and pick up a Sarpanch and say that, well, he is the culprit and therefore. And he can't be the culprit because it is a body decision. It's not an individual's decision. The body decided that the permission should be granted for whatever reasons that they have. And that per se is not a crime.
The structure was coming in CRZ area also.
Yes, so CRZ authority should have stopped it, demolished it. All right, thank you.
So what was the main point argued?
Main basically that we argued that there is no live link between the offence and the implication of this accused in the crime. And rest of whatever, we have cooperated with the investigation, we have gone there, we have gone for the magistrate inquiry. So we are cooperating with the investigation.
So who has to blame in this case?
Blame that court will decide, no?
But indirectly, I said.
How can I decide?
When the points were argued.
Court will decide. Right now no order has come. So let's see.
सर आम्ही पळयता की इतल्या वरांची आर्ग्युमेंट करून सुद्धा खंय तरी होल्ड जाता बेली खातीर.
I don't think so. That court has considered, given us time to argue, and court has given time for this order now on 30th. Yeah, 30th.
तुम्ही पळयतात गोंयकारपण, गोंयकारांचो गोंयकारा खातीर.